Alhambra City Audits. What's good? Alright, we can get it. What's good, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Do it now. Do it. Do it. What's going on, guys? Just out here heading to a job right now. Just wanted to tap in with you guys real quick. What's going on, IE Street News Media? What's going on, Sunshine? Michael Kirby. Hope you guys are doing good this morning. Just wanted to give you guys a quick little update. Well, not even an update, but I don't know if you guys saw the video last night, but apparently, you know, we got a troll following us around and wanted to confront us yesterday. Is that down? Give me a drink, give me a drink. Ah! Yeah, got people following us around, guys. You know, the sad thing about that whole situation of this individual following us and trolling us is that, you know, you're getting trolled by your own community. You know, these are people that stood by your side one day and now they stand against you, you know. So that's, if you guys wonder why I try to keep my circle so tight and I don't go out in crowds and, you know, tap in with all you guys on Instagram and return all your messages on a personal level, it's because, you know, because of that reason exactly, because, you know, you got to keep your circle tight, because people turn on you guys. People, they use you, they abuse you, and then they turn on you, and then they want to be a troll, want to be out here following you around in the darkness in front of the cops, you know. If you really wanted to troll me, you know, if somebody wanted to really troll me, guys, or wanted to, you know, had an issue, they wanted to link up and they wanted to, you know, discuss whatever, like, you don't do it in front of the cops, first of all, you know. If, you know, he had plenty of time, you know, to wait and say, oh, well, I'm gonna get this fool when he comes back to his car, you know what I mean? And then for him to try to say that, oh, you got a two-on-one, fool, you're the one that rolled up on us. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that rolled up on us and you knew that there was two of us, you know, so why would you even put yourself in that situation, you know, to say, oh yeah, there's two of you. Well, duh, you knew that since the beginning. You know, you knew that when you know, started following us around and watching the live stream and getting heads up on where we're at, you know, through your third party, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, they're over here, go, 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 go. You know, being the rat, you know, and the cat's guiding the rat where to go, you know? Go this way, go that way, chasing them around, you know what I mean? So, I just thought it was funny that, you know, instead of not showing up on a live stream and, you know, showing up ready to do business, not in front of the cops, you know, I have no respect. I have no respect for the trolls that, number one, have turned the table and joined the other side of, and you know what the funny thing is, guys, this is hilarious, is it's actually the trolls that, they're the ones, the trolls are the ones that send them all over the place to go do this, go do that, and, you know, do all this, you know, oh, this person said that, you know, SGB said this and this and this, and instead of checking the facts, he's gonna go off of what the trolls tell him, so he becomes a troll. You know, so, you know, I just think it's amazing how when people need you, they're right there, you know, and at the moment they want to troll you for their whatever their reason is, they turn into that guy, you know, that troll that everybody says, oh, that's that, you know, keyboard warrior, all this stuff, you know. But yeah, he came out and confronted me in the streets, but in front of the cops, come on, dude, that's embarrassing. I think that was the most embarrassing moment for that guy yet, being on camera. Because and then he also said that El Wolf was talking crap on him, and it wasn't even him that made that comment. Big pimpin'. So, you know, I think it was PLA that made the comment, and he tried to say that it was a wolf, you know. So I'm like, again, guys, no facts investigated. There's no you know, there's no investigation into any of the claims, you know. It's just random show up and you know, talk a big game for nothing. It's crazy. It's craziness. Oh man, if you guys didn't see that video, go check it out. It's on the live stream from last night, almost at the end. You can't miss it. You cannot miss it, guys. You guys gotta go check that out, because this is not stuff that we make up, you know. These are events, these are true events, you know, so yeah, I just thought it was strange, man. Strange behavior. Strange behavior, guys. Believe me, I turned off my cameras a couple of times, you know. I turned them off, and then over there by the, when, you know, he walked away, and I turned them off again, because, you know, if this fool wants to do something, then let's not do it on camera. But this fool goes and sticks his phone in his pocket, recording, you know, like a troll. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Strange behavior, guys. Strange behaviors. You know, but whoever influenced them to go over there, man, shame on you for sending that guy over there, you know? Shame on you. You know, I was trying to give him a couple dollars at the end, you know, because he wasted his time and came out for nothing. Wanted to at least pay for his gas for his ride home, but he didn't want to take it. He was too proud this time, so he didn't want to take the money. But he says that I gave him money once before, but he forgot. He forgot. That guy forgot everything I did for him. You know? And you gotta think about it. Wow, SGB, you gave him money a couple of times. You think you really did a lot for him? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so, you know. In the moment, yes. Out of the kindness of my heart, pulling out hundreds of dollars from my pocket and giving it to him, yes, I think so. You know, but you know, you learn in the process, guys. You learn that even though you have a good heart and you're out here trying to do the right thing and to help people along the way, you know, those same individuals are the ones that stab you in the back and end up being your worst enemy. So, you know, you guys wonder why I don't go out with this person and that person and what happened to this person and what happened to that person. Well, keep wondering, because I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. You know, it's like eventually everybody gets the nerve to, even though they all, you know, were there by my side, you know, experiencing everything that I was, you know, and taking advantage of the fact that I was willing to open the door, you know, and invite you in, you know, and for people to take advantage of that, it's pretty sad, guys. It's pretty sad. The manipulation, guys, is crazy. So there was a lot of individuals that were on SGB's jug. Oh, SGB, you're the best. I love what you do. I want to do it like you, and I'm gonna copy you and all this stuff. I want to go with you. You know, where are all those people now? Where are all those individuals now, guys? Nowhere. They're ghost town. Nowhere to be found. You know, nowhere to be found. Except for last night, one shows up. One lost soul shows up. You know, I don't blame it on him, man. I really do blame it on whoever's influencing him to take that next step, because like I said, you know, that wasn't his idea to begin with. I guarantee you, somebody called them, said, oh, these fools are right here, right there, this is what they said, you know, and that's what triggered that fool to get up out of nowhere and take a long ass ride from Norwalk all the way to West LA, you know, for nothing, you know, for nothing, absolutely nothing. It's crazy, craziness. So what do you guys think about that, man? Tell me what you think about that. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about that interaction. You know, if it was me and if I had a problem with somebody, I'd go knocking on their door and ask them to step outside, not approach them in front of the cops and go live and be on live stream. You know, that's really just for show at that point. You know, you're gonna show up on a live stream and talking all this stuff and then claim that you're gonna get jumped, and then you hide the camera in your pocket so nobody sees what's going on. Lo and behold, SGB is right there standing with the camera recording everything, so you can't lie. You know what I mean? Nobody was trying to jump anybody. And if you would have had the, you know, the honor and respect to say, well, you know, hey, you know, let's walk around the corner real quick and let's handle this real quick because this and this, you know, then all right, well, let's take that walk then. Hold on, I'll be back, you know. Leave the cameras behind, you know. Don't show up on your live stream recording everything, secretly recording the audio in your pocket and, you know, waiting for something to be said so that you can, oh yeah, you heard him, guys, you heard him, you heard what he said, you know. It's crazy. All the way down to Alcor, guys, you know. Even Alcor turned into one of those trolls talking about FSGB, this and that, and guess who he was with the last time? Guess who he was with? Yep, you said it. Yep. So it's like that troll circle gets bigger than the supporter circle, you know? It gets bigger than the people that are standing with you, everybody wants to stand against you. You know what I'm saying? That's craziness. Hey guys, but all said and done, at the end of the day, I was willing to turn off my camera and like I said, meet me in the a different spot, in a different time, and it doesn't have to be on a live stream or recorded anything. You know what I mean? That's not what this is about. But obviously for some people, it's all a show, it's all a game, it's all for the clicks and views. And if I'm ever going to go handle business with somebody, it's definitely not going to be on a live stream, guys. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? So, you want to incriminate yourself and show up on a live stream and call people out and do all that stuff, make threats, then that's you incriminating yourself, my boy. You know what I mean? Don't bring that over here, because you're not going to turn and man up. Up. So yeah, that's the gist of it, guys. At the end of the day, I take care of mine, guys. I'm out here, handling my business, going out, cop watching at night, doing what I gotta do. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters to me, Just as long as I'm contributing to my daily hustle, that's all that matters to me. I'm not sitting somewhere, whining, bitching, and complaining about who's doing what and, why I can't do this better. You know what? You want to do it better? Do it better. You want to be a superstar? Be a superstar. You got to create that. Nobody's going to create it for you. You know what I'm saying? So you want to change your life, then change it. Don't dwell on the past. Look into the future. You're not going to get anywhere dwelling on the past. So at the end of the day, if that fool would have manned up and handled business, we could have shook hands and went our own ways after that. You know what I mean? And that's it. But like I said, guys, it was all for show, all the drama, all the drama. Appreciate you, Alhambra. Yeah, I try not to bring that, besides the fact of, giving it to the cops, like we try to not be, negative and not try to bring those negative vibes to you. That's why I ended the live stream last night, because just the vibe wasn't the same no more. And not because, he ruined it or he made us turn our live stream off. No, it was nothing like that. It was more on a sincere level towards the audience, that's not what you guys came to see, or maybe you did, I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's promoting negativity, and there's a time and a place for all that negativity, and it shouldn't be with the people that supposedly stand for the same thing that you do. It should never be one against the other. We should all be out here united, and even though if we don't work together, we stand together, and that's the way it should be. None of this internet keyboard stuff. You know what I mean? Like, enough is enough, you know? That fool came with a purpose last night, you know, with his little shank and all that stuff. Then what happened, you know? Why didn't you follow through? Was it because, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why you would show up on somebody like that and then just roll away, talking about, oh, I'll see you next time, I'll see you again. Well, what about right now? You know? What about right now? But that's all right. I'm always out there by myself, guys. You know? So, you know, maybe it'll be 2-on-1 the other way next time. He's going to show up because, like I said, again, you know, it can never be a one-on-one thing, hand-to-hand. It always has to be a weapon involved or you know, you want to handle business, you know, you're going to feel these hands, you know, you're not going to feel something poking you or something, you know, penetrating your body. It's going to be a straight, you know, massacre right there with hands, you know. If you can't do that, don't come up, you know. You don't want to handle this the right way, then don't come up at all, you know. It's your crybaby little weapon. No matter what it was, if it was like a nail, anything pointy, you know, that you want to use as a weapon, you know, you're already cowarding up because, you know, you want to handle business, you come up ready to handle business like a man, not like a coward with weapons. And with weapons, I mean with your camera rolling in your pocket, talking about I found you. Come on, dude. How hard is it to find me, guys? I call out every street that I'm at. It's not like I'm hiding in the cut in the darkness. I'm out there exposing myself. This is where I'm at. This street and this street. It's not hard to find me. It's definitely not hard to find me. I'm right out in plain sight. You know, and for you to say, oh, I finally found you or whatever, you know, that's just another gimmick, you know, for your audience to say, oh, this guy's out there looking for him. Bullshit. You ain't looking for nobody, dude. You know? You know, so at the end of the day, guys, just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on that and let you know that, you know, I do apologize for the interruption, because that's not what we were out there for, you know. That's definitely something that you would expect to be happening on the other side of what we're filming, you know. Not behind the scenes, you know what I mean? That was like the stupidest I don't even know what you call it. Roll up? Roll up? Yeah, it was just the stupidest, you know, interaction that you can possibly think of in that moment, you know, like, yeah, it's crazy. Craziness. That was it, guys. I just wanted to bring you guys in real quick and share my thoughts about last night. If you guys didn't see the video, go watch it on my channel, SGV News First, or I think it's also on the SGV News First live stream channel. So either way, you guys go check it out and let me know what you think. You definitely think things could have ended up differently, and you know, at the end of the day, last night could have been, you know, the solving moment for all this, but, you know, apparently we were threatened with, you know, I'm going to see you next time, or I'm going to get you next time, or whatever he said. You know what I mean? So yeah, what you gonna do, guys? What you gonna do? You know, we try to stay on topic, guys. We stay out here live on the streets, trying to, you know, sometimes we're 100% on topic, sometimes we're 80% on topic, sometimes we're 50% on topic, but regardless, we're still on topic, you know, trying to stay out there cop watching and, you know, chasing the law, you know. So, you know, I guess you're always going to have your trolls out there that want to pull up or want to say something, want to cause a problem. So, you know, nonetheless, that's really not what we're out there for, guys, you know. But again, guys, it just amazes me that somebody that does the same thing supposedly that we do is out there now, you know, working with feelings, pointing the camera back at us, trying to make us look like the fools, when we're supposed to be out there recording the cops, making them look like the fools for being, you know, the dirtbags that they are, or you know, the educators that they are when they do the good thing. You know, it's all of a sudden, you know, it's just not working out like that anymore. You got too many people that cross that line. You know, he said something really important, guys. He said, oh yeah, you gave me money one time. He said, when you paid off West Coast Digital's debt for him or something like that, right? Which was true, which was a true fact, you know. But not only did I pay off West Coast Digital's debt for him, which I never received a thank you for either, but I also gave him additional money on top of that. So it was like West Coast debt plus another couple $100. So it's not like it was just like, oh, here, break you off even and that's it. You know what I mean? But yeah, people forget what you've done for them, you know. And then there was another time I gave him a big chunk of change when he came up with that story that he got kidnapped, and all of a sudden he appeared with no injuries and the same phone and everything. And then we had a little meeting with him after that, because obviously, you know, I was willing to, you know, help him out and get him a room and get him some food and all that stuff. So we took him to Denny's, and it was me, the UBs, and me, the UBs, and somebody else. I don't remember who else was there. But anyways, shout out to UB Chillin' 909. That day we heard his story, guys. We heard the whole story, how it went down, what transpired. And what really struck me on that one is that I was creating the story for him, because he wasn't giving us the story. So I kept on throwing out scenarios like, oh, so did it happen like this, or did it happen like that, or did it happen like this because you know, whatever, you know. And so after giving them the three A, B, and C options, you know, you always go with whatever option you think suits you best, you know. So regardless, there was this photo that was sent to, I don't know who, I think Margaret or whoever else was involved in that whole mess, that ended up coming clean and saying it was all a hoax. And it was a picture of supposedly somebody took a picture of his rim of his car. So pretty much saying like, oh yeah, you see, I got evidence. Here's your guy's car. I got a picture of his rims or something like that. You know what I mean? But in the picture of the rim, you could see the person that was taking the picture's hand, and somebody's hand is very, distinctive to an individual. Like, the shape of their fingers, their nails, their fingertips. And if you're holding your phone like this. Sorry guys, are we back? Are we back? Give me a one for back. Give me a one for back. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Are we back? Are we back? Yeah. Sorry, my phone overheated from being on the windshield. But back to the story at hand. At hand. Oh, I kill myself sometimes. Anyways, the photo had, the guy holding the phone, and guess whose hand that was? It was very identifiable. And it turns out that it was him that took his own picture of his own rim and sent it to whoever he sent it to. And when we confronted him about that, because that was one of our points of evidence that we had that was kind of suspicious, he said that, oh yeah, no, they found that picture on my phone and they just sent it to Margaret or whoever, so I was like, just suspicious behaviors, like, even though that day we figured out that he was a hoax, I still gave him another $250. And then, and not because I owed him, guys, not because I owed him, because I was trying to help him out. He was on the streets. He needed some food. He needed a place to stay for the night, or maybe he just needed a fix. I don't know. That was not for me to decide at that point. I did my part. I tried to help a brother out. I extended my hand, and I know it wasn't thousands of dollars, but it was definitely, in that moment, for anybody that needs it in that moment, yeah, that's a big help. To get even $100, even $50, even $20. So don't forget, my boy. Don't forget. So, anyways, guys, just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on stuff and let you guys know where we're at on things. Nothing changed, and this guy came out for nothing at the end of the day, because his live stream sucked. The live stream he posted sucked. Mine was like 10,000 times better, and I was man enough to turn off my phone, not just stick it in my pocket recording. And at the end of the day, guys, you got to be the better person and be able to know when to walk away from certain situations. That's why I told Wolf he's not even worth it, because what is he? At the end of the day, who is he? What is he? What is he worth? To me and my family, he's worth nothing. I'll take no risk with an individual that has nothing to lose. I have everything to lose. And that's the only reason they come up and they approach you like that, because they know you got everything to lose. And if they want to record you and, oh yeah, this is my moment to send this fool to jail, or I'll be a rata and I'll call the cops on them if I get my ass beat, type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I know the game. I know the game. Somebody's out there manipulating the game for him too, telling him do this, do that. So just crazy, guys, craziness. What can you do? When you're out here putting in the work and people want to troll you, that's what it is, guys. You have no control. So, anyways, guys, I gotta get to work. I'm almost there, so I'm gonna let you guys know. Just want to give you guys a quick update, which is not really an update at all. It's just a thought process. And what are we on? 17 days straight. 17 days straight live stream, guys. Are we going for 30? I'm gonna try. I'm trying my hardest, guys. You know, it's been pretty tough for me this last 2 weeks. You know, because as you guys know, I haven't been out there. You know, I've been just trying to be out here in the hustle, working and stuff. And you know, right now I'm in that turning point. You know, trying to, you know, even out, you know, balance everything out pretty much, you know, get work going and then, you know, still handle my business at home and then get back out here, you know, at nighttime or whenever I get the chance for cop watching or audits or whatever I decide to do, you know. But it's been pretty tough, you know, just trying to, this last 2 weeks, being out here every night till like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then, you know, still got to get up the next morning and start, you know, handling business. So I appreciate your guys' patience and understanding, and I really do appreciate your love and support and you guys being here with me and you know, whoever I'm with. Mostly it's in Wolf lately, and you know, I really do appreciate you guys' support. And like I said, you know, it's a work in progress, just getting used to the whole thing again. And you know, we're just back to phase one. Like when I first started, I was out there, you know, working all day and then cop watching, doing audits in the afternoon or in the nighttime, you know. So like I said, guys, I'm just trying to get used to that schedule. It's been hard these last couple of weeks. I've been burning out a little bit, but just got to keep on going, keep hitting it. You know, the feeling is right. You know, the reasons are right. And, you know, what can we do? We just got to keep on going, guys. So, if you guys can be there with us, really do appreciate you guys. Make sure to tune in later on, live on the streets of LA, SJV News First live stream channel. We'll be active, guys, out there within Wolf. We'll catch you guys pretty soon. Hope you guys have a great day. Get some coffee, get some, you know, get some breakfast, lunch, or dinner wherever you're at in the world right now. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. SJV News First. Much love and appreciation, guys. We'll catch you guys again. Thank you to all my top supporters, top fans, everybody here.